Welcome back to the Totally Awesome Trebuchet Awards, everybody. I'm here with my second guest, Jordon Shaver.
Great to be here.
How you doing?
Thanks for having me, Joe.
Yeah, good to see you. You are kind of like the NWO here. You don't roll alone, do you?
No, roll deep.
Yeah. We got somebody else hanging out over here a little bit.
My boyfriend.
Iron Mike Bussler is over here. Look at that.
Hello.
We're using both chairs this episode, everybody. Big things popping over here.
Big things.
Glad to be here.
Yes, but you guys do comedy in the area here.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, my friend.
What's that like?
It's degrading.
Yeah, I understand that wholeheartedly, yes.
Yeah, we
Do some goofs from time to time.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes good, sometimes bad.
sometimes they're bad.
Well, how did you guys get started in that whole thing? Like, what was your first gig?
Tip Top.
Tip Top was your
Both
first
of
gig.
us.
Tip Top Tuesday
Really?
comedy.
The same.
Yeah.
Same
Oh,
day,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this tag team partnership goes way back.
Well, yeah, it goes
like,
beyond.
Since day one. It's day one-ish.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Down since.
I moved to Grand Rapids and moved in with them, and then we started talking about doing comedy, and then we just went and did it,
Cool.
and now we do that.
Was there a particular comedy special that you guys watched and you were just all like, yeah, we're doing that?
There's a lot of podcasts.
A lot of
really.
podcasts.
Yeah.
We're
Of other comedians
taking in
talking.
way too much podcast.
Oh, yeah. And they have all this advice that you think is crucial. I mean, I guess some of it is, but I mean, it's like ideas of like, this is how you do it. You sign up for these mics. You try to do it as much as possible. All that. Some of it, I guess, was probably overload, and then you're like nerves. You know,
Oh, yeah. It's
So we
too
went-
much information.
Yeah,
You're just in a ball
and then
in
we
the corner.
we just went and watched for a while until people were like, "Why do you guys always just come here? What are you doing?"
You guys want something?
Yeah, exactly. They're like, we know that you're gonna do comedy eventually. Why don't you just sign up?
It's weird because now in like the podcast age, I feel like there's a lot of people walking around with like all this knowledge of like how the comedy scene works and haven't even fucking done it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you're walking around like, oh, I know I gotta do this. I gotta do this.
Yeah, this
But
is
it's like
the
you're
thing.
not even doing it.
Exactly. And then there's people who start comedy and don't know it. They're just
Yeah,
like
for
have
sure.
no idea, just start
A
randomly.
lot of those.
But you guys have been fairly successful. I know you both hosted shows from time to time.
Oh
there.
yes.
So
Oh yes.
what's that like? What's the difference between that and just being on a show?
He's better at it than I am.
Oh.
very good
A little
host.
better at it, but
It's because he's got a nice jacket.
it's because of the
man.
jacket.
That is key.
You put it-
Fashion is key, man. Like,
You get the look, you got the rest of it. It all falls in place.
oh yeah. Just ask Mark Henry, man. He puts on that like rose-colored jacket.
Yeah,
and You're like, I'm
exactly.
paying attention to what this Hall of
Exactly.
Famer is saying.
This Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I hosted Tip Top for about a year,
Yeah.
and then I quit because I punched a guy in the face.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah,
Yes.
Like, what you
He
are
was playing the
referencing
Stone Cold
right
song at the
I
time.
was.
Oh,
It was a big deal. A lot of people were
now.
mad
That is
about it.
perfect.
It's
I
cool.
love that. In
people
my
got mad
brain,
about
that's the way it went
Yes,
down.
that's exactly what happened. Of all the wrestling songs it could have played.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, now Kenzie hosts it.
Yeah.
Doing a good
Kenzie
job.
Straub.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm actually gonna be there this Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
So
Check it out.
Lower
We'll
your
be there.
standards this Tuesday, everybody, because I'm gonna just be the siege machine in the Grand Rapids area.
The siege machine.
Punchlines will be landing over there.
Exactly. You get all those jokes this Tuesday, everybody.
Exactly.
But one more comedy joke for you guys. I ask all my comedy friends this. What is your favorite Pauly Shore movie?
Oh, Son-in-Law.
Son-in-Law. Yes.
Son-in-law, dude.
Crawl. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm not a huge Pauly Shore fan.
Fuck you. Encino Man?
Yeah, I would say that's
Goofy
probably
movie?
that. Encino Man. Oh, actually, Goofy movies.
Yeah. Lean in Tower and
Cheese
Cheese.
it.
As soon as you say that, people are like, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
that got
right.
me
People
into
know they
extreme
love
sports.
Pauly Shore, but they do.
Yeah,
I'm just here
exactly.
to bring that out of
I
them.
forgot that was in.
Everybody
But
does.
you guys are big WWE fans.
Absolutely.
Or is it just all pro wrestling? in
All
general?
pro wrestling, yeah.
That's cool. What's your favorite match?
My favorite match. Wow. Oh, that's tough. Probably one of those old TLC matches.
Yeah, with the tag teams?
Yeah, with Edge and Christian.
Christian,
and
Hardy Boys.
I'm
The-
a big Hardy Boys fan.
I think the first one was good, but it was good with the Dudley Boys as well. They did crazier stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they seemed like they had something to prove in the first one, you know. It was,
For
and that
sure.
was also had not really been done.
That
before,
tag team ladder match.
As
was
far as how
awesome.
extreme it was, yeah.
They
yeah.
definitely put the tag division on the map there. Like that was a golden age for tag team wrestling.
sure,
Like
dude.
now I consider the tag teams in WWE to be kind of
they're not so
lukewarm
great,
at
man.
best.
Not great,
Like
yeah.
we had a 12-year-old kid win the tag
Yeah,
team
yeah.
championship at
And it was
WrestleMania.
exciting. It was more exciting than the actual tag champs. And it was like, isn't that bad that you wanted the kid to win, kind of?
Right.
So since you're a big Hardy Boys fan, how do you feel about like Woken Matt and Jeff Hardy right now? They're back. But they're not together.
Right. I liked the broken mat thing in TNA.
Yeah.
You know, that was fucking great. But I feel like it's kind of watered down now.
Yeah, overdone. But that's pro wrestling a little bit.
Pro wrestling.
I've heard the best way I heard it explained is when Vince takes a gimmick from somewhere else, he just turns it down into one thing. And so the broken gimmick was a big thing with a lot of moving parts.
Right.
And now it's just he laughs weird.
Delete. I can only do it once because otherwise they're gonna sue the shit out of me. And I don't want that.
The consumer of terrestrial entities.
So when did you guys start watching wrestling? Like, what drew you in? Was it for life or was it?
I started around the time Stone Cold started getting hot. I think I started initially, with WCW because I was into the NWO big time.
Yeah.
Kevin Nash, Scott Hall specifically.
Oh yeah, like the first Nitro I watched, it was Scott Hall jumping the rail.
Oh wow.
And he's all like, "You know who I am?" I'm like, "I don't know who you are. Like, what? Who's this guy? Take the mic from him." Like, I was this little kid. I was all like, "This guy's a jerk." And then Hulk Hogan like turned on the Macho Man at Bash at the Beach, and I'm just like, what is going on? And then here we are, white guy with dreadlocks, watching wrestling. That's the whole shebang.
It's explained by that.
Absolutely. That moment was when my life became Trebuchet. It was at that particular moment.
I was a huge WCW fan, and I really never got into WWF.
Yeah.
I was probably into WCW until the end of, like, you know, when it was just spiraling out of control.
Near the year 2000.
Exactly. So that's I probably stopped around 99, 2000.
Usually when the Insane Clown Posse and Vampiro are your main card guys.
That's not great.
You're going to get me to watch, but you're not going to get the general public to watch it, you know?
Even as a kid, I was like, I feel like there's too many guys in the NWO.
No, for real. There's like 45 limos. And just
Who
like,
the fuck are they going to fight?
You gotta have somebody to fight.
There's no other
Diamond Dallas Page. That's it. DDP.
They're all 40 of us are gonna whoop him every week until he joins.
Spray paint him, just his whole body.
Him, Karl Malone, any other NBA
Those three
fan?
guys in the LWO. Remember that?
Oh yeah, those guys were great. So, who is your favorite McMahon?
Ooh, Vince, dude.
Vince. Oh,
Vince.
I thought you guys were gonna say Ed. Oh man, you can get those jokes this Tuesday, everybody.
You got it. You got it.
You got it.
But one more wrestling-related question here,
let's do it.
guys. Have you heard Elias's album? It just
No, I
dropped
haven't.
this past week.
I
I've
heard that
listened
it's
to it
out,
4
yeah.
times
It's
already.
pretty good.
Really?
I like the first 2 tracks. The last 2 tracks I don't care for.
Is it full band or like just acoustic?
It's mainly him playing acoustic guitar and singing.
It's pretty good, though.
The first track is just him just like talking about cities he's been to and that he wants to punch people in the face after going there.
Yeah.
Pretty much what he does for every WWE event. So I love it. I ate it up.
And then after that's just actual original songs.
Yeah, and the song after that is, I think it's called like Elias's song, and it's just like a acoustic song about him doing stuff.
Song about drifting, man.
Yeah, pretty much. He is the drifter. He actually references that in it.
That's awesome.
So,
I wish they still called him that.
I'm just saying it right now. Give him all the Grammys. Just do it. Do it. Just make 1 Grammy and give it to Elias. That's what I want.
And he is definitely not El Vagabondo.
No. Did you ever see that?
I did not.
Oh my god, it was so fun.
He got kicked out of NXT, and then he came back as El Vagabondo.
Oh, he had a mask on.
I saw when Bo Dallas did that because I'm catching up on NXT. And I'm at our Evolution, and I'm all like,
Oh wow.
why do they call it that? And I said it like 4
away.
times. I'm like, oh,
Gotcha.
I get it. Funny.
That's from a while ago, though, isn't it?
Yeah. November 2014 is where I am.
Oh, wow,
right
yeah.
now. Yeah,
So
I'm
I've never-
catching up,
It's
but
going
I'm
to start to get good then.
yeah.
I never watched
Finn
that
Balor
part
just
back.
made his debut,
Yeah.
and like
You get
it's pretty gnarly.
Kevin Owens.
That's really cool.
That'll be cool, man.
He's coming up. They're teasing him right now where I'm at.
Nice.
But I hear they're just killing it right now. So I'm like most people
That's a
like
good era.
Netflix just binge watch things.
Yeah.
I'm binge watching my NXT right now.
Yeah,
So
I
like,
binge watch everything, dude. I've been binge watching fucking Dragon Ball Super.
oh yeah?
yeah.
I've got a couple friends that are into that.
It's awesome.
Like, yeah.
It's a lot like wrestling.
It is. You like it. It's like mostly like someone will come and they'll be like, I'm stronger than you, and I don't really like you.
No.
And then all of a sudden a bunch of bright lights happen and a fight ensues.
Like, but before we fight, let me tell you about how I'm stronger than you are.
I love that. That's gonna get me to start watching Dragon Ball.
And then sometimes in the middle of the fight, they'll do a little talking too. You're like, well, look, you're on the ground.
That's the best part.
I told you I was stronger than you. You're on the ground.
I'm
It'll
not
be
even
like,
using my final form yet.
Proof's in the
just
pudding
wait.
right here.
You just wait.
So, you guys got any gigs coming up? Anything like that?
I host a monthly show in Muskegon at Unruly Brewing downtown. The next one is at August 16th. Pat Sievert will be headlining.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. What?
Graphic right there.
Graphic.
Sprinkle something in here.
I am
Maybe
at
some emojis.
I'm at Tip Top Tuesday Comedy.
Every
fucking
week.
Every
Yes.
week.
I will see you there this Tuesday.
Yes, that's always a good one. At Unruly too. I don't know when this is airing, but I will be at Jackson Spring Lake on the 2nd of August. Mm-hmm. Nice little hotel there. They got a beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Then on the 18th, I will be in Saugatuck at Coral Gables.
Oh, nice. I've heard good things about that. I always hear about that on like LAV. I'm so like,
Yeah.
I've been up to Saugatuck, but I've never actually seen the comedy club.
It's cool, definitely.
Have you done it before?
Yeah, in the summertime, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Like all those little summer towns seem to have their show that happens. South Haven has one. We just went and did that.
Yeah, the South Haven one was awesome. Black River Tavern.
Very fun.
It's pretty cool.
Cool. So check these guys out, you guys.
Absolutely.
They're going to be all over the state of Michigan.
All over.
Just smothered.
Just crushing it.
So, Iron Mike, you're wearing a video game shirt over here, man. Nintendo 64. I want to talk about that a little bit.
Let's do it.
Is that your favorite system right there?
It's probably my favorite system.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I'm not going to play one today, but as far as like,
well, I don't know. I bet you if I just pulled out GoldenEye from a Nintendo 64, I bet you'd grab that. And
exactly. But no, what I mean is when I go home today, I'm probably going to play video games, and it won't be Nintendo 64. But yes, I would say overall, it just brings you back to like the joy of being a kid. You remember like opening
nostalgia
up
and all that.
At Christmas, you open up a new game. Oh my goodness,
dude.
I
had every
Mario 64 for that was awesome.
They had the best wrestling games.
They
No
did.
Mercy.
WrestleMania 2000.
2000, yeah.
No Mercy, I believe, was down there. They even had a couple WCW games on there. WCW
Revenge.
versus
I had that
NWO,
one.
was it?
World Tour and Revenge. Yeah.
That roster was huge for that time.
That was
awesome.
Those were like the best games. I wish the wrestling games now were just like better graphics ports of like the way it was
like
played.
exact same thing. But
I would totally play the shit out of that because I wasted at least a year of my life playing those things. Just those particular.
I'm excited for this game, Fire Pro Wrestling World, coming out for PS4. It's like this old series of wrestling games, but it's like really popular, and they're gonna have all the New Japan license. So like Kenny Omega's in it, Okada's in it.
The Bullet Club and all that.
Cool.
And it's gonna be cool.
Is it just gonna be independent wrestlers? Or are they gonna have WWE guys in it too? Or
it's got creator wrestlers, so like you can basically download every wrestler that's ever been made.
That's super fun.
And is it like not licensed? Like it'll be like
No, it'll be all like Bulk Hogan, everybody.
They have like all the guys. I don't know how they get away with it. Like
that's interesting.
I was like looking through it. It was like everybody, man. You can just create anybody you want. But it's got like a lot of those fake wrestlers in it, you know. But the New Japan license will make it cool.
Hell yeah. Well, all right, guys. I think we have reached the point where it's time for you to hand out this.
Oh yeah.
Totally Awesome Trebuchet Award. The winner can come here and take this Totally Awesome Trebuchet Award, but you don't get the frame. If you take this frame, Mustache is going to come to your house dressed as Finn Balor, eating chocolate pudding just as loud as he can. You're not going to like that. You're not going to like that.
Demon Finn, too.
Yes.
I am giving my Totally Awesome Trebuchet Award to Phil Collins of the band Genesis for doing that song "Take Me Home." It's like dunk, 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 dunk. I like that song.
It's a good song. I also get to give one away.
Go for it.
Oh. Two at once. Why? What the hell? We'll give out 4 this episode. I don't care. It's revolutionary. Mustache is throwing a fit, but I don't care. Go ahead, Iron Mike.
I am giving this to Goku because he is the strongest in the world and the universe.
Hell yeah.
So there you go. So you guys can come here and take that Totally Awesome Trebuchet Award, but you don't get the frame. Otherwise, you're just going to get chocolate pudding all over the place. You don't want that.
You don't want to get pudding.
You don't want that.
Goku ain't afraid of that shit, okay? I'll tell you
guys, can I ask you one favor before we go to break here real quick? Will you guys hang out and play some trivia with me?
I would love to.
And producer Showtime.
Love games.
Mustache is going to ask us some questions, so stay tuned, everybody. We're coming right back. Welcome back to the Totally Awesome Trebuchet Awards, everybody. Give it up for your comedian of the evening, Mr. Jordon Shaver.
Thank you, Trebuchet. Totally awesome Trebuchet Awards. Great to be here. Guys, my name's Jord. First thing I'm going to tell you is I love roller coasters, right? I love them. I've probably been to Cedar Point more times than I see my parents show each other affection. I mean, shit, I've been to Cedar Point. One time. Just that one time, I guess. You know, they say there's a fine line between genius and insanity. You guys heard this? Anybody who's ever done cocaine will tell you it's going to take a pretty thick line to really lose grip. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they were talking about meth. I don't know. I do know there's people in this world that are going to tell you shouldn't take drugs, right? They tell you that. Don't take drugs. I don't listen to them. I figure if God didn't want me to huff air duster, he wouldn't have made my brain so dusty. So, guys, I found out recently that my cousin that I haven't seen since I was a kid is transgender now. So you can imagine my excitement. I was really excited for him. But I was even more excited when I realized that's one less person I got to split my grandma's inheritance with. Now I just got to tell her my brother's dating a Muslim. I don't think they're dating yet, but I've been catfishing his ass, and I think he likes her. Oh, you guys. I'm a big pro wrestling fan. I got my Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt on today. Yeah. Big pro wrestling fan. A lot of people are saying we're currently in the greatest era of all time for women's wrestling, but I don't know. Man. I tried to jerk off watching a ladies match the other day. By the end, I was just zoned out holding my limp dick. Like, what the fuck is going on here? What are they doing? Man, that's never happened to me with a men's match. They are objectively better. Guys, I didn't like it when Outkast told us all to shake it like a Polaroid picture. Remember that? Outkast? Didn't like that, man. Thought that was bad advice. Because Polaroids are like babies. You know, you're going to want to shake them. Sure, you're going to want to shake them, but you shouldn't if you want them to develop correctly. So I was watching the movie Aliens the other day. Remember that? Aliens, the plural, the sequel, you know? I was so ready to call it a better movie than Alien, singular, and then something fucked up happened, made me rethink my whole stance. There's this scene where Ripley, you know, the main woman, Sigourney Weaver, she's carrying this little girl, right? She's trying to rescue her from this place because it's just filthy with aliens. The place is dripping with aliens, right? And she's carrying the little girl, realizes she's surrounded by these huge alien eggs, right? And the camera pans up, and for the first time, we see a mother alien, right? Like a queen alien. She's huge. And even for the 80s special effects, she's pretty menacing, you know? She's like hulking and snarling beast, you know? And Sigourney Weaver pulls off this incredible scene with no dialogue at all, acting with this semi-sophisticated Muppet, right? And there's real emotions behind it. Like you can feel the emotion. It's heavy, you know, like they both realize that they're just trying to protect their young, right? That's the big realization. And then Ripley shoots her flamethrower in the air, points it at the eggs to demonstrate what it does, you know, show her she means business. And the mother alien's like, all right, don't kill my babies. Calls the other aliens off. They all back up. They allow Ripley and this little girl to pass. And I'm like higher than hell watching this. I'm like, God damn, dude, that's beautiful. Can you imagine having this moment with this creature from another world? Couldn't be more different from a human being, right? Reaching this understanding without words at all. And before I can even finish the thought, Ripley just starts torching all the eggs. Just torching them. And there's fire everywhere, and the eggs are exploding. She's shooting a machine gun. And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching, dude? When did this turn into some anti-alien propaganda film? You know, I'm more of a District 9 guy. I don't support this shit. We can just segregate them, put them in their little ghettos. We don't got to murder their babies, right? That's just sick. Fuck James Cameron, man. That movie's a celebration of xenophobia. I don't stand for that. Truly Awesome Trebuchet Awards doesn't stand for that. Anyways, Little Green Lives Matter, you guys. My name's Jord. Thanks.